Archon Philosopher, talking philosophy to the philosopher in all of us. Today's topic, and I'm just going to mention before, thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. I like more comments. And in fact, this video is coming from a comment. In the comment thread, somebody mentioned that time is an abstraction. Well, time is not an abstraction. Here I have in the title, time is not an abstraction, and then time in scare quotes is an abstraction. So what's the difference? Well, the difference is the second one is the word time. It's the idea time. It's the representation of our experience of time into a word, into a symbolic system. This is an abstraction, certainly is. Ideas are an abstraction of our experience of reality. And our experience of reality should be measured in terms of an intersubjective experience. That is more than one person, because any one of us might be hallucinating at any one time. But if two or more, hopefully everyone, agrees on an experience and then intersubjectively measures it so we know what we're talking about, then this is something that just is part of reality. And it's not an abstraction because it will kill you. And as a Canadian, I know very well the difference between 15 seconds late and 15 minutes late when you're standing at minus 40 and some wind chill factor. Yes, it's death. That's the difference. It's not an abstraction. It is death. So you make an error in your experience of time and say, oh, it's just been 15 seconds when it's been 15 minutes and you're dead. You're dead in minus 40. Really? So what we're talking about here is people, I don't know, confusing knowledge, which is in some symbolic structure, maybe language, maybe mathematics, maybe logic, some knowledge of something which helps us navigate, no question. We need to have the watch, which is an abstraction of mathematical abstraction of time. We need to have this to help us navigate, but this is not our experience of time. And so what we want to do is clarify, again, what we're talking about. It's not a theory. We can have theories of time and it could be the passing now, the now passes through, or it could be the arrow of time that moved through. These are theories of time. They may or may not help us navigate the world. But ultimately, what we're doing with the theories is trying to, hopefully, express some view on our experience, our intersubjective experience of reality. So some people, I think, are caught up in thinking that our knowledge of the world is the world. No, the world is not our knowledge of the world. The world is something else, and our knowledge is a representation. I like the word representation. I take it from Schopenhauer. The world is will and representation. And in my other videos, of course, I talk about how each sentient species would have a presentation which is equally valid, although it may be a representation of the originary collapse of the universal wave function. But ultimately, we represent the shared lived-in world in language. And this is the abstraction. That's why we use the scare quotes. This is the difference between a use and mention. There's not much here. Just stop confusing reality with abstraction. No, reality is the final arbiter. It doesn't care about your abstraction. It will kill you if you're waiting 15 minutes when you think it's 15 seconds. No, don't experience 15 seconds as 15 minutes. That'll be very strange. Anyway, that's it for this video. And again, thank you for liking, subbing, subscribing, commenting. And we'll see you next time. Until then, see ya.